OpenAI just launched ChatGPT 4.5, and I have to be honest with you, I think this is the biggest breakthrough that we have seen in AI in a very long time. This model isn't going to be the best at coding, it's not going to be the best at reasoning, but what this is insanely good at is actually acting like a human, creative tasks, and using it for ideas or brainstorm. I think this is going to make you convinced that AI is really going to take over if you're not already convinced. And by the end of this video, I'm going to showcase for you 5 different use cases on how this tool is way better than any other ChatGPT model of the past and exactly how to use it. Now, in order to actually access GPT 4.5, it's incredibly simple. All you have to do is you have to come in here, come down to GPT 4.5, and you're going to see that this is the research preview, and then it says that it's good for writing and exploring ideas. And one of my favorite parts about this is we could still upload things to it, we could still do search with it, we could still do deep research with it, we could still have it create or use images, and we can still use Canvas with it and talk to it. And I have to be honest with you, this is an absolute game changer. Now, right now, it's only available for Pro users, but next week it should be available for Plus users, and then shortly following after that, it should be available to everybody. But whether or not you have access to this, you are not going to believe how crazy this is, because this is way more creative, way better at storytelling, and this actually feels like you're interacting with a human and not AI. But before I actually show you those use cases, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools, because I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them if you want to know what's going on with AI. The use case number 1 is going to be using ChatGPT 4.5 in order to handle responses to people in real life. For example, let's say that I had a friend cancel on me yesterday, and they didn't want to go out to dinner with me, and they left me at dinner alone. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write them a really nasty message, and we're going to show off how much different it looks if you ask ChatGPT 4.5 and 0.1, because the answers that it gives you are completely different. So as you can see here, I have my 2 windows up. In this one, I have ChatGPT 4.5 loaded, and I have the prompt. I had a friend cancel on me yesterday after I already got to the restaurant I was going to meet them at. Please write them a nasty text message reply. So we're going to do this on GPT 4.5, and then at the same time, I'm going to do the same exact thing on 0.1 so that you can see how big of a difference this actually makes. So obviously, this is 0.1, this is going through and thinking about it, but what this did right here is it didn't just give me what I wanted with ChatGPT 4.5. Obviously, it understands that I do not want to write them a nasty text message because I'm just mad. So what it says is, here is a firm yet respectful reply that you could send. Honestly, canceling after I was already at the restaurant was super disrespectful of my time. If something comes up, I get it, but please have the courtesy to let me know sooner next time. And then it says, do you want to adjust the tone at all? Now, 0.1 over here literally just went through and reasoned, and it said, wow, thanks for leaving me hanging after I already made the trip. Next time, just do everyone a favor and cancel before I waste my time and my money. Unbelievable. Now, obviously, if you ever wanted to see that friend ever again, you would use ChatGPT 4.5. Now, I want you to think of a real life use case here. Let's say that you had this as a chatbot on your website, a customer service chatbot, or if this was powering a sales call, or if your sales team was using this in order to craft responses. Using something like ChatGPT 4.5 is going to give you a way better response because it's way more human and not so robotic. When you might want it to do something, but you don't really want it to do something, ChatGPT 4.5 is going to save your life here. But this is just the first use case. These next few are only going to get more and more mind-blowing. Now, use case number 2 is going to be using GPT 4.5 in order to come up with a hook for my next YouTube video, and I'm even going to get it to write the script. And again, I want to compare the answers that 4.5 gives me versus what 0.1 is currently giving me, because you will not believe how much better this is at writing, especially if you're trying to create content. So the prompt that I'm going to use here is I'm going to say, I need you to be an expert at writing hooks for YouTube videos. Please write me a hook for my YouTube video about the YouTube algorithm update for 2025. I'm going to give this to 4.5, and I am also going to give this to 0.1. And again, another thing to recognize with 0.1 is we have limited access with what we could do. We could still upload files, we could do deep research, but we can't access search for this, which is a huge pain. If I want to be using a model, I want to be able to access everything the way that I can with GPT 4.5. So this right here gave me a pretty strong hook. YouTube's 2025 algorithm update just changed everything. If you don't adapt to these new rules right now, your channel could stop growing overnight. Here's what you need to do in order to stay ahead. This is amazing. It puts emphasis on the right words. It's short, it's sweet, it's straight to the point. Now, if we come over here to the one that O1 created, we'll see what this says. Get ready for a game changer. YouTube's brand new 2025 algorithm is rewriting the rules for creators. Will your channel sink or soar? Find out the insider tips to stay ahead in the biggest shift we've ever seen. This right here is terrible. You could tell this was written by AI. It basically makes no sense. But this one over here, quite frankly, I've been creating YouTube content for like the last 7 years. This right here is an amazing hook. I have to be honest. This is a hook probably as good as any other hook that I could have come up with myself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell both of them to make it even better. So I'm going to tell them right here, make it even better. And over here, I'm going to say make it even better. Now, what these are going to do, go through and optimize them. And what did this do? It just tried to make it better. It added in more things and it gave people more things to hook up on. And it gave people more things to actually get curious about and be hooked by. What did this do? This doubled down on just weird stuff. Creators buckle up. Could you imagine somebody actually started a YouTube video like that? It just wouldn't work. So now what we're going to do is I am actually going to mess with this inside of a YouTube project. So I have YouTube projects made in order for me to write scripts for my content. It's been trained on all of my scripts. Now let's see if this makes any bit of a difference. So this right here has O1 running. I'm just going to type in the title of the video and this knows what to do. It's going to be YouTube algorithm update for 2025. So we type that in here. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull up this project. We're going to change this over here to be 4.5 because we could use this within projects. We're going to type this in. And now let's see how big of a difference this actually makes. And again, I have a really good feeling that 4.5 over here is going to give me a way better detailed script outline because it just 100 times better. Now, what did this do right here? I have to be honest with you. This actually violated how I like my scripts being made. In fact, I have made a bunch of different scripts. I usually don't use O1. I usually just use ChatGPT 4. And guess what? This actually messes up. This isn't how I like my scripts to look because this isn't real. This doesn't look real, like the whole 2 minutes thing or 90 seconds or 45 seconds. Who wants a 45 to 60 second hook? Nobody does. So this right here, we could throw this out. This did not give me a good script, but if we come over here, this is giving me an absolutely amazing script. On top of that, as you'll notice, this is actually building this inside of Canvas because it recognized that I am writing something and it recognizes I might want to have things edited, and it actually recognizes that with ChatGPT, you should do this in Canvas. So this is actually predicting what I was going to do in the future or what I was going to do with this, and actually gives me a way better response. This right here, I am going to have to go through and completely rewrite this and completely fix this up. I don't know why it gave me the estimated duration or anything like that. I didn't ask for that. I asked for a really good script, and this did a way better job at writing it. In fact, I'm going to record this video for my other channel, and I bet it performs incredibly well. Now, I know that I just showed that off with a YouTube video, but I wanted to do another use case to really show off how much better GPT 4.5 is than GPT 4 at something like storytelling. So here's a script that we're going to use. Write me a 4-sentence, terrifying story with an insanely surprising ending. Something that no one has ever heard before, no one could ever predict, and something Stephen King might write, but a simple and more approachable tone. Make it a little vulgar too. Now, I noticed that I did have a grammatical error right there, so I'm going to fix that so I don't get roasted in the YouTube comments, but we're going to give this a 4.0, we're going to give this a 4.5, and you will be the judge of which one actually creates a better story. So what does he have here? He jolted awake, heart pounding, feeling hot breath against his neck, and hearing a raspy voice whisper, "Don't move or I'll fucking rip your throat out." Paralyzed by fear, he laid perfectly still, eyes squeezed shut, barely breathing, the voice continuing in an oddly familiar tone. "I've waited years for this moment, you bastard." Summoning his last ounce of courage, he spun around violently, ready to fight for his life, but froze in disbelief at the sight of his own face staring back at him. Bloodshot eyes and a twisted grin mirroring his own. "Surprise, asshole," it said cheerfully. "Turns out you were the evil twin all along." This is pretty crazy. I mean, read through that's pretty nuts. Even the cursing and all of that, I think that that's incredibly cool. I get picked up on the fact that Stephen King would do something like that. And we come over here, I woke up to a text from my mom, don't open the door for me, that's not me. Just as someone started pounding on the front door, screaming in her voice, sweetheart, please, it's so cold out here. I stood frozen, heart hammering, until a sudden notification made my stomach drop. Live streaming, mom's funeral. Tap to join. But the moment I clicked, the screen filled with grainy footage of a casket being pried open from the inside. So, personally, I think this story on the left is 100 times better. I think it got the task right and actually did what I wanted it to do. And again, I think this really shows off how much better GPT 4.5 is for everyday use. I know the majority of you aren't trying to do really hard coding with this, or you're not a mathematician. You just want to use AI for everyday things, to write better blog posts, create better content, to just have better ideas. Well, GPT 4.5 is a massive upgrade if that's what you're trying to do. And so this next use case isn't actually something that I want to walk through here. It's just something that I want to voice over to you. And that is that I would strongly suggest that you, if you're not already, are talking to ChatGPT. I would try to talk to ChatGPT as much as you can. Why? Because it's the best brainstorm partner out there. Imagine having a genius in your pocket that you could call at any time. You could ask any question. It will never get mad at you. It will never get annoyed with you, and it will always pick up. That is what ChatGPT 4.5 is. And this is absolutely amazing for brainstorming. Whether you're trying to get a raise, whether you're trying to think through what you should do to get that girl that you want, if you're trying to make more money, if you're trying to improve your business, if you're trying to write better content, if you're just trying to be a better person or get in better shape, this model is way better at giving advice, at exploring ideas, at coming up with new things. In fact, I cannot believe that we used to think the old ChatGPT was good at this stuff, because this model is so much better. Now, for this final use case here, I actually wanted to give you 10 different use cases. So what I did here was I said, I'm creating a YouTube video that shows off ChatGPT 4.5 and all of your new/better capabilities. Can you please give me 10 new use cases and prompts to go along with them to show you off? So the first one that it had here, it is advanced content creation. We already did that, and you already knew that because we did the YouTube video. The next one is going to be expert level data analysis. Now again, this is going to be way better at analyzing data and giving actionable insights from complex data sets. Why? Because this is way more human. It just understands humans better. It's going to understand what you want from the data so long as you give it some context, and it's going to give you a way better response. The next one is multimodal capabilities. Like I shared with you earlier, a lot of times when you use these smarter models, you're not actually able to access all of ChatGPT's features. But with ChatGPT 4.5, we're able to access everything. We could do image stuff, we could do text stuff, and we could even search the web and do deep research. Next, we have advanced coding assistance. I would ignore this because I quite frankly wouldn't use this for advanced coding, but personalized coaching and advice and real-time trend analysis, definitely those two things are way better with ChatGPT 4.5, especially real-time trend analysis, because it's going to be way better at giving you up-to-date trends and personalizing them based on everything it knows about you. Creative brainstorming and ideation, totally agree with that. Multi-language translation and cultural adaptation, totally agree with that. Interactive learning and education, 100% agree with that. In fact, I'm going to show you an example of this in just a few seconds. But first, strategic business consulting. Again, this is spot on. Anything that has to do with creativity, ideation, actually being a human, this is a huge leap forward in being able to compete with us and being able to actually stand on the back of a genius to make you more productive, smarter, and quite frankly, just have a better life. So what I'm going to ask is now, and as I'm going to type this prompt in right here and say, explain quantum computing to me like I'm 12 using simple analogies and examples to help me easily understand the concept. I'm going to add something else in here and explain it with a baking analogy. So what this is going to do is this is going to go through and explain quantum computing to me like I'm 12 using really simple analogies and even a baking analogy. So in order to actually show us the difference between regular computers and quantum computers, this goes through and says, imagine you're baking cookies using a regular oven. Each cookie is either 1, baked, or 2, it's not baked. There's no in between. You can't have half-baked cookies. It's either fully baked or it's raw. In classic computing, information is stored like that in a 0 or a 1. Totally understand that. Needs to be cooked, needs to be raw. Now, when it comes to quantum computing, what this says is that it's a magical oven. Everything stays half-baked until you open the oven to check on it, and only then will it instantly become fully baked or raw. And this displays what superposition is, and it explains a quantum bit, because things with quantum computing can exist in multiple different states simultaneously until it's measured. And it goes on to talk about why this is powerful and a few other properties. And then also it gives me a summary right here. This is going to be a game changer for trying to teach people things, because maybe you're interested in baking and you want to learn about something else. You could have this compare everything to baking so that you're easily able to understand. Now, if you like this video, you're going to love this video right here that walks you through 7 different hidden features on ChatGPT that I bet you didn't realize ChatGPT could do. I'll see you over there.